Greetings, everyone. I am Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day and pick number 30. That's right, it's August 30th. Can we believe that the month is over already? Pretty much. One more day. This is the 31, my 31, your 31 favorite lead singers, vocalists, frontmen, front women who also regularly played an instrument, right? So they're double duty, singing, guitar playing, bass playing, drumming, keyboard playing, whatever it might be. They're doing both, contributing mightily to the arrangements, not only with their voice, but with their musical skills, right? So today, as promised, today and tomorrow, two guitar players. Huge fan of both of them. This particular gentleman is from Canada. He's no longer active on the music scene anymore, but he had been for many, many years, originally fronting a trio, which occasionally would increase to a four-piece, one of the great guitar players of all time, and an amazing singer, very underrated as a singer. Let's bring to the stage here none other than Mr. Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush. That's right. Extremely underrated for his vocals. I'm going to stress that numerous times here today because I think that some of these guys, some of these guitar player vocalists, obviously the attraction is always with the guitar skills. I get it. I'm a guitar player, love guitar players. I totally understand all that. But sometimes you have to look a little bit beyond when they're singing as well. I mean, I'm not saying all of them, because there are some guitar players who also sing who maybe they shouldn't be singing, or maybe their vocals are okay but not quite measuring up to their guitar skills. Not so with this particular gentleman. One of the greats of all time, guitar playing wise, but also a really, really good singer. Really good singer. And I wish he was still recording and playing out there live today. Frank, we love you. We love you, man. So let's talk about favorite albums, shall we? Let me close the Prezi app here. Got my budgie shirt today, one of my many budgie shirts. So this is a tough one, tough assignment here because I mean there are a lot of really good Frank Marino albums featuring not only great singing but great playing. And I kind of overlooked some of the early ones. I don't think he really came into his own as a vocalist till probably like a few albums in. Those early albums are great. Those are the highly psychedelic albums, right? Terrific guitar playing on there. Their albums have all sorts of different, there's funky stuff on there, psych stuff, hard rock. I mean, a little bit of everything. But I think that he became a much better singer a few albums in. I'm going to start with Mahogany Rush 4, which has some classic tracks on here. Like I'm Going Away is on here. The Answer is on here. Dragonfly's on here. Then you get, stuff like Little Sexy Annie and Jive Baby, right? This cool bluesy stuff, hard rock stuff, funky stuff on here, psychedelic stuff. But I think here's where he's finally starting to sing very confidently. Some classic tracks on here. I mean, his vocals on Dragonfly is great, and man, the guitar playing on The Answer, so good. I'm Going Away, man, scorching guitars, and this to me is where all of a sudden the band themselves start to get a little heavier. All of a sudden, his guitar playing really starting to take even more of a focus, whereas the early stuff is very swirly, psychedelic, and groovy, and still great. But I think for me, everything really started to fall into place with him and with this band on Mahogany Rush 4. All right, where do we go from there? I'm going to cheat a little today because, you know me, I love talking about Frank Marino. I'm going to go with The Power of Rock and Roll. Killer. Killer, killer. So this is listed as a Frank Marino album, right? Not a Frank Marino Mahogany Rush album. What's the difference, you might ask? Not much. This is a pretty heavy album. His guitar tone, his guitar playing absolutely blistering on here. He's sounding so confident behind the mic. The Power of Rock and Roll is on here. Play My Music, terrific. You got Ain't Dead Yet, Crazy Miss Daisy is awesome. Go Strange, Young Man, Running Wild. I mean, just scorching, scorching stuff. Really good vocals, kick-ass, bluesy, hard rocking songs, and just amazing, amazing guitar playing. There he is right there. Playing a Les Paul. You don't see that too often, right? Um, what's next? Yeah. You got a living, yeah. Love the vocal on that. And holy cow, is he shooting to the moon with the guitar playing. Look at that. There he is playing his SG, right? That's what we normally see Frank play. But what else is on here? You got some great stuff like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is on here. Man, that riffing on there. Oh, and the leads. Mona is terrific, right? You got Something's Coming Our Way. The guitar solo that kind of never ends, just wants to like just explode out of your speakers. So good. Then you get, really good stuff like Loved by You. Again, great guitar playing, really emotional, gutsy vocals on there. You got Rock Me Baby and Roadhouse Blues on here, Finish Line. I mean, just an awesome, awesome album. Like I said, I got to cheat because I can't not include, I guess, what is technically his second solo record, just under the Frank Marino name, Juggernaut. This might actually have some of his best vocals. Strange Dreams, one of the rare Frank Marino songs without a guitar solo. There's no guitar solo in there. It's got these cool guitar parts. It's got these kind of cool, bubbly, synthy things, right? But that vocal might be his one of my favorite vocal performances from So Good. But also on here is Stories of a Hero. Top-notch stuff. Ditch Queen is on here. It's a juggernaut. Wow. It's great, great, great stuff. For Your Love is on here. Maybe It's Time. Free is killing. Oh, so good. Great production. And of course, these are the Rock Candy reissues. The last three I had to show all three of them, right? So yeah, those are my picks. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm going to give you four today. I'm going to give you Juggernaut. I'm going to give you What's Next. I just couldn't make up my mind. Power of Rock and Roll and Mahogany Rush 4. And yeah, that's my pick for today. Frank Marino. I kind of saved two of my favorites for the last 2 days. So tomorrow's another guitar player. I'm sure you know who he is. He's from Ireland, was from Ireland, I should say. He's no longer, sadly, no longer with us, but he's one of my absolute all-time favorites. He'll be tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I know who you know it is. If you don't, and please don't say Rory Gallagher because I just did him the other day, right? So there's another one. So yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow. Let us know your pick down in the comments below. Any comments or feedback you might have on Frank Marino, and we'll see you tomorrow for the last day of this topic before we move on to favorite title tracks starting on Monday morning. Stay tuned because we've got Jamie Laszlo and the review crew tonight. We've got ranking the albums a fast way tomorrow, and I'm hoping we'll have the What Is It episode featuring a discussion of the music and albums and career of Styx, but we're having a hard time scheduling. Um, all of a sudden, things popped up for a couple of my panelists, and so if we can't get to it this weekend, we'll do it next weekend. We're going to try and shoot for tomorrow to tape it tomorrow. We're originally going to tape today. That looks like it can't. Two of my folks can't make it, so we're hoping we can squeeze it in tomorrow. If not, we'll do it the following weekend if that weekend works. So. Um, See, folks, you think I'm kidding? Everybody always asks, like, Pete, why aren't you doing more of the panel shows more often? Got to understand, right? We're not in COVID world anymore. It's like when everybody was home, we couldn't do much of anything because of, we had nothing to do but get together on Zoom and talk music day in and day out. Life has been back to normal for a while, so it's really hard to get people, a panel of 4, 5, 6, 7 people together on a Zoom to schedule that. It's hard. People have lives. They've got all sorts of stuff they're doing on their own, right? So yeah, that's why we do less of them. We still do them, but and they're fun when we do them, but it's to do, 3, 4 big panel shows every single week just isn't possible anymore. It's just not possible. So anyway. Thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options all down below. Thanks, everybody, for all your support. It's greatly appreciated. And like I said, see you tonight on the review crew and see you tomorrow for Fast Way, ranking the albums of Fast Way. I'll see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.